Shalom, shalom. This is a new Yeshua Israel, Hebrew on the Island 2. Today's video is End-Time Judging Must Watch. End-Time Judging Must Watch. Listen, I want to preface this video with this statement. Just bear with me for a second before we go in. Comment, I don't know, maybe a week ago, week and a half ago, I don't know, a week ago, whatever. And last week, whatever. And what occurred was, of course, a Negro, they tell me, oh, you talk too much on the video. You took too long to get to the subject matter. Let me let you guys know, and I'm not speaking to the majority of my subscribers. I'm speaking to those Negroes with a capital N. I'm speaking to you. And don't like the way my format runs, you know what to do. Last time I checked, I didn't have a YouTube stage director directing how my videos go. And I'm not going to allow that from any of my subscribers. They can, of course, give me suggestions if they're constructive and stuff. But if they're not, if they're just like from a jealous nature, an evil nature, a vindictive nature, I don't accept it. And I'm not dealing with it. I'm going to tell you straight. I'm someone that will tell you straight. No fear here to lose subscribers, because it's not about subscribers. It's about Daniel 12:3, that those that gain wisdom shine as bright as the firmament. Those that turn people to righteousness shine as bright as the stars forever. It's about Joshua 1. Be strong and of good courage. Meditate on the Most High's law day and night. Don't turn to the left or the right. Then you will prosper and have good success. The conclusion of the whole matter, the sole purpose of man is to fear the Most High and keep his commandments. And that's what I want to do here. And for those Negroes that have ADD, attention deficit, they're too antsy, moving around, that's you. You know what to do. Leave the channel. Go find somebody else. I'm going to tell you, there's not too many Torah-based, Tanakh-based Israelites doing the right thing totally anyway. Good luck. I don't believe in luck, but that's it. I'm just saying it to you. Good luck. Scram. Israel, we're living in the last times. When are you going to grow up? That evil eye is present. 2020, June 2020, that evil eye is still present. The sins, the curses. Somebody said, no, the sins and curses are still on us. It's evident. You don't like do a video too short? Hey, brother, the video is too short. What's the matter? You don't have enough content? Video's too long. Brother, once you get to the point, you can't please Negroes. And here at Hebrew on the Island 2, a new Yeshua Israel, I'm not about to try to please you Negroes. The only one I got to please is the Most High, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that he be appeased with me. And I'm not talking to the majority of you subscribers, you viewers. It's always that bad apple. And Israel has a batch of 2/3 bad apples. Don't like it, scram. Video too short. What's the matter? The video's too short. You make all short videos. Too long. But you Negroes, and I want to say another word, but try to listen to my sister and keep these other words down. You got a lot of time to watch the NFL drafts, the NBA drafts, which run on for hours. They just introducing people, the new players, bringing up their family, looking at their past, trivial shit. And you can watch for hours. You got all day to watch that. You could play video games on Xbox and PlayStation. I don't even know them. John Clancy, whatever them games are. I don't play games. You play those games hours on end. watch baseball games or WWF or whatever you do, or Netflix videos continuously, they're not too long for you. But my video is too long. Get to the point. Don't tell me how. And yes, I am taking long because you know you pissed me off a little bit. And since I can't, I would tell you right to your face. You know, no fear here. I don't care who you are. But I can't. So this is a way for me to tell you. Don't tell me how long to tell you. Don't like it, scram. So now I will go back into the video. Let me see who's on. I'm only 13. How you doing? I'm only 13. Real talk. What's the deal? Keep putting the work in. Don't let anybody tell you how to make your videos. They can easily go and make their own videos and sign up, get a channel for themselves. Always people like to try to tell people what to do. Don't tell me what to do. And especially the majority of you Negroes don't read and study. You don't know that much anyway. Shut your mouth. All right. Endtime's judging and a must watch. And listen, I'm going to give you some up-to-date news. This is what I heard. I heard that, and listen, when I do my videos, number one, we're supposed to convocate together. We live in this Luciferian world which pulls us away from our biblical heritage and the statutes and the laws and the commandments that we're supposed to do. We're supposed to convocate together. We're supposed to be separate from the nations. But right now we're separated from each other, thousands of miles away from each other. Not doing Moedines, not doing new moons, Sabbaths, nothing. So when I do videos, I incorporate all that stuff into the video. This is my chance to convocate with my brothers via the internet. Don't tell me how long to do the video. In Texas, I think it's San Antonio, Texas, they are now closing San Antonio, Texas down again for the corona. I don't know, I told some of my subscribers before, that second wave is starting and close down everything again because you know what time it is. It's Jacob's time, Jacob's trouble. Guys better stop with this nitpicking, evil eyeing, because it's game on. And the Most High is having everything recorded down in the book of remembrance. You want to go out of this system being trivial, being a Negro or nigger, whatever you want to say, or you want to get down with the program like Caleb. Caleb, my servant, he had a different spirit. He followed me fully. Well, what side are you going to take? Stop playing around. We need to be about the Most High's business. And to be about the Most High's business is to be in his word. Study his word. Convocate with the brethren. Get our nation together in whatever degree that we can. If it's just via internet, let it be. Shut your mouth. Endtime judging, a must watch. Call me to Leviticus 19. Leviticus 19. I use the Tanakh. Okay. Leviticus 19, verse 15. You shall not render an unfair decision. Do not favor the poor or show difference to the rich. Judge your kinsmen fairly. That old Christian motto that a lot of you guys come from is you can't judge. Only the Creator judges. No, you don't know the scriptures. Shut your mouth. The majority of you don't read and study. Reading one verse is like Christianity. You don't read and study, shut your mouth. You're not a leader. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. That's what heathens say. Oh, nobody can judge me. Only God. No, his saints. As he says in Amos what? Amos 3, he said he doesn't do anything without revealing it first to his saints. Guess what? He says in what? Psalm 2, you kings and judges of the earth, judge and king, do your kingship wisely. You don't know the scriptures. Shut your mouth. And guess what? We have to try to get Israel back in order. Ezekiel 9, for all the many of you Negroes that are the evil-eyed Negroes, the two-third Negroes, says in Ezekiel 9, the guy with the white robe, with the black inkhorn is summoned by the Most High to go throughout Israel, Zion, and put a mark on the forehead of all those that cry and sigh about the abominations in the midst of Israel. Don't go nigh unto them, but go rather, it's talking to the angels, the Malachs. Go rather to the young, the old, the maids, and the little children, and slay utterly, and start at the ancients of men in my house. The ones that are going to be spared, the saints of the Most High, the ones spoken of in Job 5, are the ones who are crying and sighing about the abominations in the midst of Israel in these end of day times. Not just putting a blind eye to the abominations and evilness of our people. That's being complacent to the situation when the Most High tells us opposite in his laws. That means you're a wicked Negro and just let them do it as long as I don't do it. That's selfishness. Israelites, stop being selfish. Judge your kinsmen and kinswomen fairly. And not for you Negroes who don't fear the Most High, keep his commandments, and truly study the scriptures. Because what are you going to be judging and you don't even study that much? It's the only way you're going to get closer to the Most High is you get his word. If you're not reading and studying a lot, you're not that close to him. You could keep thinking you are because you're praying, you got some hair, little stubbles on your face, you're wearing some tassels. Nah, you don't read, you don't study. You're not really down with the program. You got one foot in, not two. Judging is for the people who are studying and reading and trying to strive each day to keep his commandments and be obedient to his commands. Leviticus 19:15. Judge your kinsmen fairly. Okay, let's get to the next one. Okay, Ezekiel 20, verse 4. Ezekiel 20, verse 4. It says, arraign. In the KJV, it says, judge. Judge them, O mortal. Declare to them the abhorrent deeds of their fathers. Say to them, thus saith the Lord God, on that day I chose Israel. I gave them my oath to the stock of the house of Jacob when I made myself known to them in the land of Egypt. I gave my oath to them when I said, I, the Lord, am your God. That same day I swore to them to take them out of the land of Egypt into the land flowing with milk and honey, a land which I sought out for them, the fairest of all lands. It says, arraign. That means judge them, O mortal. And the King James says, wilt thou not judge them? Wilt thou not judge them, O son of man? Son of men are the Israelites. We're to judge our kinsmen. And I'm not saying judge them when you got your whole life all screwed up. I'm not saying perfect because I'm not perfect and mostly everybody's not perfect. But be one that strives to keep his commandments. And then don't be afraid to judge your kinsmen wisely. Just make sure you're judging them and you're not doing what they're doing. And then when you receive judgment, take it. Like somebody judged me on my YouTube channel, on videos that I do or whatever I say, guess what? Me as an Israelite, I got to accept judgment. If it's correct, I will accept it and turn from it because he wants us to repent. And he uses situations and people to show us where we err. And the wise man is what it says in Proverbs 24. That's why I'm telling whoever don't like the way I do my videos, scram, unsubscribe. Don't tell me how to do my video. I say whatever I say, led by whatever the Most High puts in my mind. You ain't going to make my video short. You're not going to make my video long. What you need to do is get out of here. Proverbs 24, and I'm paraphrasing. It says, well, a righteous man, a just man falls 7 times but rises again, and the wicked stay in folly and mischief. So we could be doing good. We could stumble. I could stumble. New Yes from Israel could stumble. The Real Talk could stumble. I'm Only 13 can stumble. Habakkuk, Israel can stumble. But when you're a just and righteous man, you're going to rise again. A righteous and a just man can fall 7 times. That means just a lot of times. Can fall 7 times, but rises again. And the wicked stay in mischief. They ain't going to get it. They ain't going to repent. Okay, let's go to the next one. Next one is Amos 5:15. Next one is Amos 5:15. Hate evil and love good. Establish justice in the gates. Perhaps the Lord, the God of hosts, will be gracious to the remnant of Joseph. Establish justice in the gates. Justice is a part of judgment, judging, justice, determining. Hate evil and love good. Establish justice in the gates. When you see this video that I'm going to show at the end of my lesson, I need to establish justice in the courts of Zion in Israel. Remember, Israel is a people before a place. I ain't talking about that fake Israel over there in the dusty, barren Middle East. It's not a land flowing with milk and honey. And when you see this video, you should post it on your Facebook, Twitters, whatever you got, and show other people so you can establish justice in the gates. Show them the abominations of their fathers, sneaking off into the groves, behind the trees, eating swine, flesh, and the mouse, whoring, going about worshiping other gods, and taking on those demonic heathen practices. And there's too many to count. You're going to see one that's super abominable at the end of my lesson, which will be short. All right, let's go to the next one. Proverbs 31:9. Proverbs 31:9. Speak up. Let me say it again. Speak up. Judge righteously. Champion the poor and the needy. And that's what I'm going to do here today on this video, while I show you that video clip and I admonish the one in that video and the one taking that video and the one showing it to people throughout the internet, Twitters and all that shit. Glory, making it like a glorious thing. It's a terrible demonic thing. That's why the scriptures say what in Jeremiah 4, my people are stupid. They're not intelligent. They do not heed me. They're real crafty and sneaky to do evil, but they don't know the ways of righteousness. I paraphrase that. You're going to see that in that video that I'm going to show. Proverbs 31:9. If you guys don't like when I repeat it, not you guys there, you know who you are. Scram, beat it. I don't need you here. I don't care about my subscriber count. It's not about my subscriber number count. All those Messianic Hebrews that got 20 and 30 and 50 and 100,000, they preach another God. They're abominable. They will have 100,000, 50,000, whatever. The remnant is small. Gideon had 300, not 3 million. I don't care if you unsubscribe. Scram, beat it. Proverbs 31. And it's not for you guys. And it's not for my good subscribers and the ones that want to be a friend of the Most High. It's for that wayward 2/3 section Israelites that are abominable. You're never going to tell me what to do. You don't run me. I hate for the heathens to try to run me. That's why I moved out of America, because I don't want to get myself in trouble, because I'll explode on them Negroes. None of yous is telling me how to run anything, do anything, or nothing. You telling me something that's scriptural, yes, I will listen, because I'm not hard-headed. But a lot of yous won't give me stuff scriptural because you're an evil-eye Negro. Proverbs 31:9. Speak up, judge righteously, champion the poor and the needy. So what I just gave you there, what I just gave you was the scriptures that talked about judging. And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to judge them. Now this video, the title is not, it's about judging. It's definitely about the end of times. But I didn't reveal the section, not the section, that's not the word I want to use, the demographics, which is the section of Israel that I want to talk about. And today what I'm going to talk about are women. And if you check my channel, I usually don't. I uplift the Proverbs 31 Israelite woman. She's the best. And I truly mean it. She's the best on the whole earth when it comes to women. She's above all of them. But we have a sad thing going on, that since this world is a Luciferian world, most of the people, 2/3 of our people, and a lot of the women of Israel have merged into the Luciferian system. They look up to the heathens. They want to work for the heathens. And that's just what reality is, okay? For you good women, like Anuya, Avia, Sharon, and many other my subscribers that are good, I'm not talking about you. You can just keep the video going, but I'm not talking about you, because I know you women are upright women, but the percentage is very small. And listen, for some of you women, if you're going to say, well, what about you men? We ain't talking about the men right now. You ever went to school and then you're looking at another student and you tell the teacher, well, what about him? The teacher says, mind your business. You just worry about yourself. I'm not talking about men. I talk about men all the time. But a lot of people don't like to hear the truth. Like, that, what's that guy, not Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise. He was in the military thing. He says, I want the truth. And that guy said, you can't handle the truth. And a lot of you women are not going to be able to handle the truth. 2/3 women, Proverbs 31 women, the truth is allergic to you, just like the other heathens. The truth makes them itchy. They can't take the truth. But here at Hebrew on the Island too, if some of you want to leave by what I say, and it's not bad, it's the truth. And the only way we fix ourselves is by correcting ourselves, repenting, coming back to the Most High, keeping our big mouth shut, following the code. That's the commandments. That's how we'll have good success, as Joshua said in Joshua 1. So this video is directed to the wayward, demonic women of Israel. The scriptures don't put you guys in a very good light, put you in a bad light. You will not know this because a lot of you come from the Christian Negro church or the Christian church, and they're going to hide everything from you that they possibly can. Messianic Hebrews ain't going to tell you that because they want tithes. Here at Hebrew on the Island too, I don't want tithes. Thank the Most High. I don't need tithes. I don't need assistance, nothing. So I can tell you, I don't have to be politically correct. Here at Hebrew on the Island, I'm not going to be politically correct. I'm going to tell you some uncomfortable poison ivy type things. They're going to make you itch. but it's the truth. That's the way you become better. When an alcoholic, the only way he's gonna get out of his alcoholism is if you tell him he's an alcoholic and to reform. A lot of people go, let me not say nothing about these women, because and it's true, a lot of the women do a lot of things in their organizations and people want them. I don't want bad men or bad women. All you guys can unsubscribe, because it's not about this viewership. It's about my putting in the work, and that the Most High sees. It doesn't matter if you see. It doesn't matter if you see. It matters if the Most High sees that I'm trying to strive to keep the commandments. So now let's get into it. Now, yes, flames is getting ready. A flamethrower is getting ready to come out. Sit back, put your seatbelt on. Come with me to Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16. Hold on, wait. Okay. No, I'm going to start on 15. Isaiah 3:15. How dare you crush my people? And it's going to be literal. It's going to be a literal thing. How dare you crush my people and grind the faces of the poor, says my Lord God of hosts. The Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are so vain and walk with heads thrown back, with roving eyes and with menacing gants, making a tinkle with their feet, my Lord will bear the pats of the daughters of Zion. The Lord will uncover their heads. In that day, my Lord will strip off the finery of anklets and fillets and the crescents of the eardrops, the bracelets and the veils, the turbans and the armlets and the sashes of the talismans and the amulets, the signet rings and the nose rings of the festive robes, the mantles and the shawls, the purses, the lace gowns and the linen vests and the handkerchiefs and the capes. And then instead of perfume, there shall be rot. And instead of an apron, a rope. Instead of a diadem of beaten works, a shorn head. Instead of a rich rope, a girding of sackcloth. A burn instead of beauty. A burn instead of beauty. Her men shall fall by the sword, her fighting manhood in battle, and her gates shall lament and mourn, and she shall be empty, shall sit on the ground. And listen, I'm going to read that one in the King James. Let me go get the King James, because it's reading the Tanakh is the English version of the direct Hebrew, and I'm going to read maybe a little bit more clear, I'm not going to say more potent than the Tanakh, but it'll bring it more alive. Stand by. Let me get my KJV that I put in the closet. Okay, I got my KJV out, and I'm going to read that one, only that one, in the KJV. 3, I'm going to start at 15. Okay, where we at? No, I'll start at 16. Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanting eyes, walking and menacing as they go and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore, the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet and their cows and their round tires like the moon, the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the ring and the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel and the mantles and the wimples and the christing pins, the glasses and the fine linen and the hoods and the veils. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink. And instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well set hair, baldness, and instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. Okay, hopefully that was a little bit more direct to the point. Balding head and stink in those private places. I could attest to that stuff. Okay. I don't know if some of my brothers can attest to that stink stuff. Okay. Abominable. A lot of you women get over, there's sayings. Remember, for you good, Proverbs 31, striving to be Israelite women, I ain't talking to you. Don't be offended. Talking to the ones that have come from the 2/3, ones that are super worldly, want to live like the heathens, want to turn it up, turn it out, turn it up, whatever you say, each day, live like whores and just abominable, like demons, like the regular heathens. This is for you. That everybody's scared to say, but I'm not scared to say that he won an island too. And just because, don't even try to say, oh, because you're saying on a video, I'll say it to your face. You ain't slapping this. You ain't doing nothing to this. I'm going to tell you, because a lot of you got some tough, you ain't tough. You haven't met the right Negro yet. Slap you into the next day. I'm not condoning violence, but a lot of them women are violent. They think they can boom and do nine. Don't do that. Okay, let's go to the next one. Micah 7:10. Micah 7:10. When my enemy sees it, she shall be covered with shame. She who taunts me with, where is he? The Lord your God. My eyes shall behold her downfall. Lo, she shall be for trampling like mud in the streets. She shall be trodden down like the mire in the streets. She, my enemy, will see, and shame shall cover her, and she shall be trodden down like the mire in the streets. She, my enemy? So, Israelite man, we have another enemy, and it's not just the heathens. It's the 2/3 of our women. The 1/3 of our women, we love them. I blow you a kiss. I'm gonna blow you another one. But the rest, those 1/3 are our enemies. This is why the Most High says in that day in Isaiah that the Israelite man will be as fine gold. That's why he says in Ezekiel 34, the flock of my pastors are men. In Proverbs 8, he says, I call to the man. My voice is to the son of man. The real men are the Israelite men. Because we alone are the most hated on the earth. There's no joint one. No. There's no joint one. I got mosquitoes trying to bite my back of my arms. There's no joint one. The Israelite man is the most hated in the whole earth. Can I get a witness? I know the women, some of them want to say, oh, no, we are. No. That's why women got high rates of going to college and graduate. I went to college. I didn't finish, but I went to college. But they got better jobs and et cetera, et cetera. And since slavery, he is always the demon. And you know the apex demon. I don't need to mention his name because I'm trying to keep my channel up. Has put them, our women, over us. And that long history of them being over us, thinking that they don't need a man and we can't protect them and we're not good enough. The state is their father and they treat us very bad. Not the 1/3 women. I'm not talking about you. Again, I blow you a kiss. I'm talking about the 2/3 of the lady Israelites. They are mentioned in Micah 7:10. She, my enemy. When the slaves were trying to revolt and escape, who you think is telling? Take a guess. Take a guess. Who you think is telling? The Indians and the real Indians of the Western Hemisphere, Pocahontas and that other Indian woman, they're Negro women because all the people, the first Asians and Arabs and Indians and Hispanics are all Negro people. The Caucasian man has lied about all of history. Well, that Negro woman has helped them heathens steal our land, enslave us, etc., etc. She helped them. Doesn't matter the circumstance. At the end of the day, she helped them do it. The Israelite man is alone. That's why the Most High says, "For the flock of my pastor are men." In that day, and that day is when the end of Jacob's trouble, which we're entering now, the man is going to be fine as gold. It didn't say the man and woman is going to be fine as gold. It just says the man is going to be fine as gold. And everybody should anyway stay in their lane and take their rightful place. Stop trying to be an enemy of the Most High and be a friend of the Most High. You know how you be a friend of the Most High? You listen to his commands. He put you in a position, a lane, stay in your lane. Be the best at what he gives you. You're to be the helpmate of the man. Love the man. Listen to the man. Not the heathen men, because that's what you're listening to, the heathen demons. Oh, the Negroes are no good. Oprah Winfrey and all them, and Gail and all them, black man's doing this and doing that. They hate us, which is good. I don't care, because I know what the scriptures say. When the smoke clears, the dust clears and settles, the Negro man is on top forevermore. Daniel 7. And remember, you guys don't like the way I talk, some of you. Scram, beat it. Don't tell me how to make my YouTube videos. In Daniel 7:18, it says, "And the saints shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever." Daniel 7:27, "The kingdoms and dominions and the greatness of the kingdoms under the whole heaven shall be given to the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is forever. And all dominions shall serve and obey." And we read Isaiah 60, because I'm doing precept upon precept. Isaiah 60 says, and any kingdom that doesn't serve us will be utterly wasted. Utterly wasted. No mercy to the merciless. No mercy to the merciless. And that's to all the heathens. Israelite woman, the 2/3 of you, 1/3, close your ears. I'm not talking to you. Mind your business. Here at Hebrew on the island, I love yous. Talking to your sisters, the wayward, demonic ones. You're going to see how demonic when I show this video. Okay, let's go to the next one. We're going to go to Habakkuk 2:4. No, but before we go to Habakkuk 2:4, I want to go to Ecclesiastes, because I'm going to link up that Habakkuk 2:4 with that. All right, we're going to go to Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verses 25, 26, 28, and 29. Okay, and then I'm going to do the Habakkuk, because those two are linked together. I'm trying to bring a point. But just hold on a second. I want to look at my subscribers, because they're sending in things, and I want to respect my excellent subscribers who are down with the program, who have 2 feet in. Just wait a minute. And again, for those that don't like the way I make my videos, beat it. Unsubscribe now. Do me that favor. Leave N-word and not the nicer N-word. I'm reading this. Mind your business. I don't mean to be rude, but you get tired of it. Oh, and that's what I wanted to tell you. You get tired of it. Now I know. Now I'm going to give you a clear picture how Moses felt. I'm not saying I'm Moses. I'm giving you an analogy for the ones that know what an analogy is. When Moses was given the power to get the people out by the Most High, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to bring the Israelites out of Egypt, he took 600,000 Hebrews and strangers with him. They made Moses crazy to a degree. That's why he didn't make the promised land, because he was striking the stick when he was supposed to tap it. And he messed up a little bit because they had him on edge, because he's with these crazy Negroes that are complaining all the time. They have great gifts, can't see the gifts because they're crazy. You're not going to make me like Moses. I ain't standing for it. Go. Got 600,000 Negroes complaining. He's taking care of them, doing a lot of crazy stuff for him. And then, oh, what about this? What about that? Oh, you're doing this? Oh, you're doing that? Things too long. Shut up. Shut up. Tired of you Negroes. I'm going to look at what the good subscribers are writing, and then we'll get back to the video. Don't like it, beat it. I'm only 13. No, I'm not Jamaican, but I've been to Jamaica a couple times, and I got on my mother's side, Israelites, we don't follow the fake Jewish type people who say it's matrilineal. No, it's not. Numbers 1 is patrilineal. It goes by the father. The mother's just an egg. People in this society want to give her all the credit. No, I'm sorry. All you have to do is read the Bible. If you believe in the Bible, it's not matrilineal. That's the demons. That's Gaia worship, woman worship, Mother Earth. We ain't about that here at Hebrew on the Island too. We're about the truth. Psalm 119, 142, for his law is the truth. So in the scriptures, it says in Numbers 1, the lineage is patrilineal. Okay? Most I didn't go to Sequina. He went to Abraham, and then to Isaac, and then to Jacob, and on and on and on. For you, Proverbs 31 women, stay with the good mind of the Most High. Stay in your lane, stay in your position. Be a friend of the Most High. Don't be his adversary. When you go contrary and think contrary to the scriptures, you become an adversary of the Most High. You're not working on his timeline. You're working on yours, and he'll destroy you. Okay? I have some of my mother's family is Jamaican, I guess. I've been in Jamaica like twice. Okay. Damn right. Damn right. Yep, in La La Land. And a lot of them women, it's true, Habakkuk. And right now we're convocating. I'm going to get back to the video. Right now I'm checking. I'm going to respect my subscribers. You ain't writing stuff in there, and I'm not looking. But I tell you, even though sometimes if I don't look, when the video uploaded, I read all of them, okay? But I'm probably doing this for you Negro, the complaining Israelite in the desert type Negro, for you. Because I know you get antsy. Or get to the point. No, get out of here. Communing with my brothers, the real Israelite men. Peace and blessing. Yep. The Israelites are definitely whoring. They are dead weight, and we need to shed that dead weight. Most High only, Most High only. He said, I'm not too sure if it's is Isaiah 46 or whatever, but I'm going to paraphrase it to you. It's in Isaiah. It says, he says, I am God and there's none else. He said, I'm the divine one and there's none like me. He says, I know the end from the beginning. I know the things that are to come. All what I purpose shall be fulfilled. Deuteronomy 32, he says, I guided him alone. There was no strange God by my side. And Samuel said it. He penned it, coined it correctly, which a lot of you niggas don't do. He said, if you're going to repent and turn back to the Most High, turn back to the Most High with your whole heart, put away those strange gods and serve him alone. No Gaia, no Papa and Mama. There's only one God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The one in Exodus 3:14 who said, I am that I am. Okay. I'm glad you echo it. And you're not echoing what I'm saying. You're just echoing the truth of the scriptures. Okay. All right. Let's get back. I read all of them. Thank you for your input. Israelites, real Israelites. Ecclesiastes 7. And again, for you women who Hopefully you're not getting offended. If you're a Proverbs 31 woman, a woman that's truly serving the Most High, you will not be offended. If you start feeling your sensibility starts to wade into the wind, it's because you're really not in it. You're really a woman of this Luciferian world, an enemy. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 25, 26, 28, and 29. Okay, I put my mind to study, exploring and seeking wisdom and the reasoning of things, and to study wickedness, stupidity, madness, and folly. This is the wisest man that ever lived, Solomon. I put my mind to studying, exploring, seeking wisdom and the reasoning of things, and to study wickedness, stupidity, madness, and folly. Now I find woman more bitter than death. She is all traps. Her hands are fetters, and her heart is snares. He who is pleasing to God escapes her, and he who is displeasing is caught by her. See this is what I found, said Koheheth, item by item in my search for the reason of things. As for what I sought further but did not find, I found only one human being in 1,000, and the one I found among so washed, and your head never lacked ointment. Enjoying happiness with a woman you love all the flattery. Okay. So basically, let me read that in the King James. I know most of you understood it, but I want to read it in the King James Version. Ecclesiastes 7. Let's do it. Let's do it again. Let's do this. All right. Verses 25. Ecclesiastes 7, verse 25 in the King James. I applied my heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even of the folliness and madness. And I found more bitter than death the woman whose heart is a snare and nets, and her hands as bands, who please God. Whoso pleases God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Behold, this have I found, said the preachers, counting one by one to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not one man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. Lo, this only have I found, that God hath made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions. So when you read Ecclesiastes chapter 7 in the King James Version, it says, in summary, it says that King Solomon says he sought out the study of many things. And when he sought to see if he can find wisdom in men, out of 1,000, he said he only found one man. And from the women, he found none. Zero. And that's not no demonic sign. Okay, I'll say zero. Don't even come there with that Illuminati. True-blooded Torah Tanakh Israelite, serving only the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Then it goes on to say, what is more bitter than death, a woman? And then it says, her spirit is not made upright in her. Because it said that the man's spirit is made upright in her. It didn't say the woman's spirit is not made upright in her. And you're going to see by the end of this video, when I make the video, when I show you the video, that's going to be connected to this video title, you're going to see why her spirit is not made up right in her. I'm going to go to Habakkuk 2. Habakkuk 2:4. Lo, Habakkuk 2:4. Lo, his spirit within him is puffed up, not upright, but the righteous man is rewarded with life for his fidelity. So when you read Habakkuk chapter 2, the heathen spirit is not made upright. And in Ecclesiastes, the wisest man that ever lived said the man's spirit is made up right in him. If the woman's spirit was made up right in him, he would include the woman's spirit. But remember, he said, what's more bitter than death, a woman? That's why you don't see him saying her spirit is made upright in him. And again, I preface this with saying I'm not talking about the Proverbs 31 woman. Don't be offended. Stay in your lane. If you truly love the Most High and love His word, you'll stay in your lane, and you'll love the Most High and love your position. The Hebrew Israelite men truly love the Proverbs 31 Israelite daughters of Zion. They're going up on the pedestal. They're above all the women of the world and all the heathen men. That's a lot. They're above all these people. But we still must speak the truth of the scriptures. And you're going to see in that video that woman's spirit is not made upright, and I'm not exaggerating. Okay, let's go to the next one. Again, for you guys that are itchy, it's taking long. Beat it. Proverbs 9:13. Proverbs 9:13. The stupid woman bustles about. She is simple and knows nothing. She sits in the doorway of her house or on a chair at the height of the town, calling to all the wayfarers who go about their own affairs. Let the simple enter here. And to those devoid of sense, she says, stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten furtively is tasty. He does not know that the shades are there, that her guests are in the depths of Sheol, that means death. Fitting. You're going to see it's fitting. These scriptures that the Most High has allowed me to know, to import into this video, is fitting once you watch the video that I'm going to show you, and I'm almost there. Be patient. When I do my videos, it's a time that I convocate with the brethren. It's not just giving a quick video and be on my way. That's the problem with Israel. We want to spend a lot of time with futile things, things of no importance, no heavenly importance, no righteous importance. Got a lot of time for the NFL drafts and the combines, seeing the guys run, talking about what type of sneakers and knee braces they're wearing, and how far they could jump and sprint and throw. That's important. I could spend hours watching that. You guys are simple. You're Jeremiah chapter 4, stupid, not intelligent, telling me taking too long. Get out of here, nigga. Telling me to Job 39, verses 13 to 17. Job 39. Hold on. Let me see if we can do that one first. Yeah. Job 39, and I got two more. Job 39 and Lamentations, and you'll see the video. Job 39, verse 13 to 17. Job 39, verse 13 to 17. The wing of the ostrich beats joyously. You're going to see that in the video. The wing of the ostrich beats joyously, are her opinions and plumage like the storks. She leaves her eggs on the ground, letting them warm in the dirt, forgetting they may be crushed underfoot or trampled by a wild beast. Her young are cruelly abandoned. I'm going to repeat that because that's the video. Her young are cruelly abandoned as if they were not hers. Her labor is in vain for her lack of concern. For God deprived her of wisdom, gave her no share of understanding, else she would soar on high, scoffing at the horses and its riders. That's the perfect scripture for this video you're going to see shortly. And I'm going to read it again once I play that video. The ostrich and the peacock. Now remember, the Most High uses animals as motifs, allegories, metaphors. That's why the Christian church don't understand the scriptures. And it wasn't given to them anyway. He's not talking about an actual ostrich and peacock. They got the feathers up there. Doing that stupid S. Showing them that they're not wise. They have no understanding. They're terrible and abominable. And he's talking about the daughters of Zion. the 2/3 who exist, and nobody says nothing about them. Shh, because we don't want to offend them. Nope, the heathens don't want to offend you, and Christian male Negroes don't want. But the Hebrew Israelite male, the Torah and Tanakh-based Israelites, we ain't having none of that. We ain't scared of you at all. We're going to judge righteously. You know, I'll be honest with you, I get offended by walking. Don't do that to me. Do that to them weak Negroes that are scared and can't beat women and men and scared of everybody. That ain't here. Believe you me, that ain't here. Don't be fooled by this white hair. I got a secret package that a lot of you just can't handle. That's why I'm bold with my words saying it. And not because of me, because the Most High enabled me to be like this. And Job 31, I will repeat that again once I start that video. Last verse is Lamentations 4:3. Lamentations 4:3. Even jackals offer the breast and suckle their young, but my poor people has turned cruel like ostriches of the desert. The Most High has said the daughters of Zion are cruel. And he gave a comparison. He said, even like when you read some other versions, it says, even the sea monsters and jackals know how to suckle their young. Don't abandon their young, are not cruel to their young. For you women out there that are not cruel to your children, I'm not talking about you. Don't be offended. But there's a vast majority of them that everybody's scared because they want to be politically correct to speak against. Here at Hebrew on Island 2, don't care about subscribers. I will speak on it. And if I was right in front of you or whatever, we were in a forum, I would tell you to your face. I won't be doing this. Okay? The women, daughters of Zion, are cruel. And think about it. The women of Zion are cruel to their children. How do you think they're cruel to their men? That's why in Micah 7:10, it says, she my enemy. She has willfully given herself over to the heathens, to be their lieutenant, to be their grunt soldiers, to hurt and destroy the Negro man, alongside all the rest of the heathens. That's why the Israelite man will be as fine gold to the Most High. It doesn't say the Israelite men and women are going to be fine gold. It just says the Israelite man. It says the flock of his pasture are only men, because the only men that have been persecuted in the world outside of everybody is the Negro man, who is the real physical true Israelite, who only suffers the curses of Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26. There's no other else. When those crazy Messianic Hebrews say, well, the Negroes or the 12 tribe, the Negroes, the Latinos, the Indians, no. They don't even know a simple concept. They're not smart. They may be fooling you because a lot of you don't read and study. There's a thing called pre-Columbus and post-Columbus. What you're seeing, what they read in school, the Indians of the Western Hemisphere, the Taino Indians and the Mayans and the Aztecs and the warriors are all Negroes. Or you have to look at the Olmec heads in Mexico. They're giant heads of black men. They don't try to put that too much in the media because they don't want people to ask questions. The real Mexicans, the real Indians, all type of Indians, all in the islands, all were Negro first. We're called the pre-Columbus Indians. And what these demon heathens have done is change history, because they try to hide our history and our greatness. So they put post-Columbus Indians, which is what you see today. Those fake Mexicans and fake American Indians and island Caribbean Indians that have phenotype white people hair and complexions and nose and all that stuff, and say they are the original. No, they're not. The Negroes are the original Indians, Latinos, Asian, Chinese. We're the original, all that. It's called pre and post. And they don't know that simple term. That's why I don't debate the majority of Israelites or anything, because they haven't graduated from Hebrew 101. We are it. I don't care if somebody's saying, oh, you guys are vanity and all that stuff. No, they just don't want the black man to be up. They like us in the down position. They don't like us to come to who we are, because then we're too much for them. The truth is too much, and they can't stand for the black guy to be up on top. How I walk, how I train my son to walk, we walk, even though we're in these curses, I still walk like a king. And I advise you, the real, Mr. Real Talk, Habakkuk, I'm 13, Henry Copeland, walk with your head up, you're a king. What's up, kings? The world doesn't want us to be kings. They want us to be slaves. In Spanish, it's called slavos. They like it. They're comfortable with that. They're not comfortable with me because I'm abrasive, because I walk around like a king, because that's what the Bible says we are. 90% of the world, they're into the Bible, but the only problem is they don't know it. All the heathens, wasn't in Psalm 147, 19 and 20, it says, I gave my word to Jacob and my statutes and my judgments unto Israel. I have not dealt so with any other nation, and for the judgments they have not known them. They don't know the scriptures. In Psalm 55, Psalm 5:15, no, Psalm 50:15, he says to the heathen, why do you have my law in your mouth? He doesn't even want them to speak it. Okay, so they don't understand the Bible. They don't know it. It's Chinese to them. They haven't graduated Hebrew 101 or never will graduate Hebrew 101. That means they don't know the foundation of the scriptures. So I don't waste my time with them. Walk around like a king. Have a ruling mentality. It says in Daniel 7:18, for the saints shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. All kingdoms and dominions and greatness of the kingdoms shall be given to the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is a forever kingdom. And all dominions shall serve and obey. In Isaiah 60, and the kingdoms that don't want to, the kingdoms that want to rise up, show their ass, the Most High said they're going to be utterly destroyed. And I can't wait for that. And I know my subscribers can't wait for that. We're not no fake Israelite group that says, oh, keep the commandments and the laws. And yeah, we can teach the heathens and they're going to enjoy heaven with us and the promises. No, heaven is a condition. This earth is not going away. We ain't flying up in the air like the angels. Heaven is going to be our great rulership condition upon this new earth. That's going to be rid of the demons. They're going to be subjugated forever. Not 1,000 years like those crazy Messianic Hebrews say, oh, the heathens are going to be our slaves for 1,000 years, and then they're going to go back to the, no, they're not. They're going to the barn. They're going with chains. They're going to be, in Psalm 2, they're going to be given as an inheritance. And an inheritance in Psalm 2 is not given for 1,000 years. An inheritance is given forever. And the scriptures say they're going to be our inheritance. And all the lands of the earth are going to be our possession. We're going to rule them with a rod of iron and dash them like the potter's vessels. And they need to be dashed. Just look at the conditions of the world. They destroyed the world. And a lot of you crazy niggas want to you can come next to me. You can rule again. Get the F out of here. They're going into the barn with the barn animals. And if that sounds uncomfortable to you, the scriptures are not for you, because that's what's in the scriptures. We say no Catholic or Christian church, which is the place of the devil, because they don't keep commandments. See, I get emotional about this because I hate hearing the Messianics and Christians. No, nigga, those heathens are paying for it. Obadiah 1 says, the day of the Most High is near to all the heathens. For what you have done, it will be done unto you. Your reward shall return unto your own heads. You'll never hear that spoken in a Catholic or Christian church, because they don't want that. They want their slave master. They want their homeborn slave. They want to be right next to their slave master. They want equality. They don't want rulership. Here at Hebrew on the Island, too, I want total rulership under King David. And I know a lot of you subscribers too as well. Lamentations 4, she's cruel. Now, I'm going to get to the video, but I'm going to read my Job again real quick. because it's the linchpin of this video and why I'm judging. And I recommend and I advise you to judge these wicked Negroes to the extreme. See, so for you heathens say, oh, he's racist. He don't like this type of people, that type of. No, I don't like my type of people. So I'm an equal opportunity racist. The Most High is the biggest racist. People don't even know that. He tells you in Amos 3:6, he says, out of all the families of the earth, only Israel have I known. He says in Job 22:27, he said he only dwells in the midst of Israel. When you read Numbers 35, he says he only dwells amongst the children of Israel. When you read Deuteronomy 10:15, he says, I had a delight in their fathers. See, possessive, their fathers, not all fathers. He says, I had a delight in their fathers to love them and their seed after them. Out of all the people upon the face of the earth, even to this day. That sounds like racism to me, but they don't read that in a Christian church because they're trying to fool everybody. And they're trying to hide our identity. Come out. Shed your Moloch wings like me. Shed them wings. You're a king. You're the king in the new kingdom that's coming. Their kingdom is fallen. Everybody knows it. I celebrate that. Job 39. Let me get to this video right here. Job 39, and hopefully this was edifying. I enjoyed convocating with the brethren. I don't care how long it takes. You can sit and watch combines and NBA and NFL drafts for hours on end, and you don't feel itchy. You hear the word of the Most High, can't stand it for a minute or two. Demons. Okay, let me get to the video. Let me read Job 35. Job 39, I got to the video. Job 39, 13 to 17. Job 39, 13 to 17. I'll play the video. Job 39, 13 to 17. The wing of the ostrich beats joyously. Remember what I'm telling you. Remember this Job 39. The wing of the ostrich, remember the ostrich is not just talking about bird, he's using an allegory, a motif. It's for the daughters of Zion. The wings of the ostrich beat joyously, and her pinions and plumage like the storks. She leaves her eggs on the ground. She leaves her eggs on the ground, letting them warm in the dirt, forgetting they may be crushed underfoot or trampled by a wild beast. Her young are cruelly abandoned. Her young are cruelly abandoned as if they were not hers. Her labor is in vain for lack of concern. Job 39, it goes perfectly.
Kids, what is y'all mad for? Y'all mad because I didn't want my kids. Like, them just came up out of me. I got a right to want them or get rid of them. And I got rid of them out of here. But yes, like I said, they came and got the Shay, they gone. The is gone. Just is gone. All 7 of them. It's a party. It's a party. It's a party. Hey, it's a party. It's a party. It's a party. Hey. Okay, y'all, for real, I'm gonna get the credit. They took my kids. Girl, yes, them kids was bad anyway. Kids. Veronica, for real. Them kids, girl. Them kids. I keep letting my go out. What's up, cuz? They came and got them kids. What's up, cuz? Delilah. What's up, Key? Cuz? Dog. Francois. I don't even know if I be saying that right. But I can crane too, because they came and got them fuckers. It's the happiest day. About ass and pussy, one type of lie. They came and got them motherfuckers. They came and got them. Do you hear me? You hear me, Willie? Motherfuckers believe anything. But they came and got him, though. They came and got him. Happiest day of my life.
Damn, bro, I'm in the house. I'm in the rain.
I'm talking about, I should have took a picture of because when they was leaving out the door, I should have recorded. I should have recorded. Yes, Marie, they really think so. So, actually, now listen though. A boy head hoe shit all summer. Them kids. Them kids. What is y'all mad for? Y'all mad because I didn't want my kids. Like, them just came up out of me. I got a right to want them or get rid of them. And I got rid of them. Y'all right. I knew what I was doing the whole time. I went live and embarrassed myself on purpose so y'all can call them people so they can come get these ugly fucking kids. And guess what? It worked. It didn't even take them a whole 3 weeks to come get them fuckers. They came and got them. They gone, and I'm happy.
Now, you heard that. You heard that. Now, you heard that. Now, for some of you who's saying or maybe want to text me like, oh, that's kind of cruel what you're talking about women, and women are not like, you heard that bee. You heard that ostrich. And I'm over exaggerating? Cruel. Sea monsters are better. Jackals are better. And if you think women are cruel to their children, what do you think how they are to men? I'm not exaggerating. You heard it. You know that's a real video. You know that's a real Israelite demon, a 2/3 demon. For you heathens say, oh, he racist. You saw, I'm talking about black people, Negroes. Demonic. That is why the Most High looks at the men different. You women, stay in your lane. Don't be like this wicked witch. She's a demon like the heathens and need to be talked about and judged like the heathen. That's why the video is called Judging, End Time Judging. I'm judging her wicked ass. She's a demon. Oh, he's talking about women. So what? She's a demon. And the majority of women are just like her. They may not do the exact demonic thing she does, but they do things equivalent. And they treat men terrible. They got Hebrew men fighting to try to get a woman. Why are we trying to have to fight to get a Negro woman? Because you want to go with some stupid ass Spanish dude or Chinese dude or definitely heathen Caucasian dude. Guys, it's crazy. That's why Isaiah 3 put a scab on your head. Instead of beautiful smell, he gave you stink in that nasty toto of yours or whatever you want to say. Because you're cruel. Even sea monsters are better. Share this video. Again, Proverbs 31, women, I'm not talking to you. Don't be offended by it. If you keep the commandments, love the Most High, want to be a friend of the Most High, stay in your lane because you're supposed to stay. Guess what? You know why the world is out of order? Because everybody wants not to be in their lane. They want to be in, they want another position. They want to be in another lane to drive in. They don't want to be in their assigned position and lane. That's why you have chaos in the world. Yes or no? The Most High has set the whole story, assigned the characters, the positions, the lanes, and everybody wants to do everything outside of that. That's why that demonic Israelite 2/3 lawless beast woman, demonic witch, wants to just turn it up and party and smoke and drink. And that's just like the heathens. You don't want to live your culture. You want to get out of your lanes, and that's why we have chaos. It's ridiculous. Did I exaggerate? I think not. This is a new Yeshua in Israel. People on the island too. Till next time. Next time.